we can create WordPress React theme. Last time we have WordPress installed locally. And here's the themes. So the default theme we have, and here's our page looks like now. So today we can use create React WP theme to create our React theme. Then we can create some component, use React route to make our pages work. Now let's start. So first of all, we need to go to WP content themes, and here run our code. Okay, so it's gonna take some time. Alright. Now let's go to my theme React SRC and run npm run start. Okay, so it says your theme is not quite ready. Now go to your WP set admin area. Okay, let's go back to our dashboard. Refresh themes. Here we go. Go activate. And open set in new tab. Say now back to your command prompt. Let's go back and run again. Okay, now we have it. Let's make it smaller. Okay, now let's see. Alright, so we have React installed. Here's my theme and React SRC, and so this page is loaded from the app.js. Let's say learn React WordPress theme. Save it. See, now you can see the changes. So our next step is go to create some component. So I can open a new terminal. Okay, again go to the WP content themes, my theme React SRC. Okay, also let's go to SRC. This is our work environment. So let's create component folder, components, touch, components, header address, footer address. Also we need a template folder, and home component, home template. Okay, so templates, home.js. Yep, so we have header, footer, homepage template. Now let's add some content here. So first we need import React from React. Oops. And consist header, return H2. We're just gonna give it a simple one, header and export default header. Okay, copy and paste it to footer as well. So you can Command D and edit the same count at the same time. Footer. Okay, now we have a footer. Let's go back to template. Same thing, we can change this to home. Say this is homepage. Now we have our components. Next step, we need to install React. Let's save it. Okay, so here's a table. Small y. Let's install React router. So once it's finished, we need to we're gonna add our router at index.js. Okay, now we already have it. So, okay, let's see how we write our route. We can take this as a reference. So let's copy and paste it. I'm gonna comment them. Okay, so we don't have layout here yet. Let's do this. Of layout, we have home, and we need to import routes from React route down. Also, let's import home. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so we have this home page, but we lost our header and footer. Let's go back to home component and import header, import footer as well. Add our footer and header. So save it. Refresh page again. Oops. Where is it gone? Okay, it says app has been already declared. So let's go back to the JS. It's this one. We don't need it because we have it here. Okay, now we are good. Also, okay, React DOM is not supported anymore. We need to change this one to /client. Save it. Okay, now it's refreshed. And header, homepage, and footer. So for WordPress, we need a loop to get the content as well. So now let's add another component, loop.js. Okay, copy one. Loop. save it, and let's add it to home. Okay. Loop. Right. Yeah. Now we have the loop here. Next step, we can get data from WordPress using context API and WordPress REST API later. So now we need a new folder, edit folder, context, new file, context.js. So I can grab my context prepared before. So paste it here. If you are not familiar with context, you can go search for React context to read more details. So now we have the provider and the consumer. See here we have the props, post, and the sample data. Next, we can import provider. Okay, and add it here. So we need to go to the loop. Import the consumer. Because here we need to wrap loop with consumer. We'll use context. Here we const post equal context.post. Context post equal post. Here we gonna need a postal map function item I and return key equal I item. Okay. Sorry. So here. Alright, see we got data 1 and data 2, which loaded from the context. The post data 1 and data 2. So next we can take a look at the WP REST API. Endpoint. Okay, this one. Still not a good one. Let's see what's happening here. WP JSON WP JSON. Okay, so I got it. We need to change the permalink. Come on. Okay, here. Permalink. We need to change this one to the post name. Save changes. If you have if your folders has correct permission, you don't have to do this, but for mine on Mac, I need to create it manually. So new terminal, because we need to put the ht access and the root touch htacc access. Okay, where is it? Here we go. Copy and paste everything here. Save it, and let's refresh. Okay, here's our data. Let's adjust context. So start from constructor. Alright, let's do this. Let's WP API equal WP JSON. Let's grab this one. So we will need route. Let route equal props dot router dot location dot hostname, and then we will have post WP API route, and here we need to grab the data through the WP REST API. This the get post. This dot state dot WP API. Then we will need a get post function. So let self equal this. We will need actions to get the content. Then response self dot set state post response dot data. And cache error if I need. Arrow console.log arrow self.app arrow icon Okay, now we have our context ready. Then we need to adjust the home because we need to send the location and path name. Here we will need import use location analyze location equal use location. So here we need router location. So we pass the location to the context and grab the path name here. Okay, so for the loop we need to adjust it as well. So for here we grab the post and yep, here we need to change it. Light resu result empty and if context the app arrow result equal context dot app arrow, else we get the data from WordPress. Then let's check how many posts we have. If post the length equal 0, which means if we don't have post, what do we do? Results equal no result. Else we do have post. Results equal post.map function pattern. This is similar to what we have before, but this time we need another component to display the content. So let's call it the content. Key combine index equal as well. Okay, now we need to create the content component. New folder, the component.js. Let's grab one. Okay, where's the content? Oh, didn't copy it. Ctrl C, Ctrl A, Ctrl C, paste. The content. So here for the content, we also need to import with consumer. Yeah, we need to wrap it Okay, and return. Here we need index context as well. Same cast post. We need the post to be passed to the content. Cast item equal post index. Let the content equal empty and let is single. So we will decide if it's a single post, or we can list all posts in the home page. So now we need to use a switch context route. Here we adjust if it's a single page, single post page, or it's a archive page. Case slash the content equal item dot excertex expert the rendered. It is not a single page, and we need break. Default. If it is a single post, then we need to get full content. Also here is single equals true. Break. Okay, so where this one come from? Let's see here. Slug rendered. Okay, rendered here. Title rendered. And this one. Where's the content? Okay, here's the full content. Here's our full content. Okay, let's change this one. Div tag. ID equal post ID dash plus item.id. Now here we need to, if it's single post, we don't give a link. Is single h1 title item dot title dot render. Else, if it's not single, they give it a link. h1 link. We will use the React link. Same item dot title dot render. But here for the link, it's to equal item dot slug. Okay, very good. And describe display the content. Vendors. Dangerously set in HTML here. HTML, the content. And then if it's a single post, let's give it a link to go back to the home page. A single link to home. Back to home. Otherwise empty. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, so we already think about if it is single post, then we also need a template for the single post. We can have a template single address. So let's copy home to single. So React header, footer, loop, provider. Here, okay, rename it single. Okay, alright, here mistakes. Save it, and we also need to change this one on the home page, on the home template. Okay, alright, so now we have the single template. We also need to add route. Now we just simply take everything to single component. Okay, now single component edit. Right, so okay, the route. Let's check context. Axiom. Yeah, since we use Axiom, let's check if we have Axiom installed. Alright, seems we don't have Axiom installed yet. npm I Axioms. Okay, now let's see what we have now. Okay, so the path name. Alright, so okay, I think I got it. another parenthesis. Also go to the single page. Check it again. Oops. Content is not defined. Loop.js. Okay. So we have content here, but we haven't installed it. So import it. We need to import it. The content. Save it. And now let's see. Okay, it seems we lost our loop content from the homepage. Let's take a look. Take a look at loop. So if I was okay, we need to return results. Save it. Refresh again. Alright, now we have our post. So let's check. Okay, and we have the single page work as well. To content, back to home. We have we connect the data using the context and the .p WordPress REST API.